Leo Varadkar's triumphalist tone when it came to Brexit, coupled with belligerent rhetoric which came out of Dublin after the 2016 referendum, torpedoed any hopes of keeping the UK closely aligned with Brussels, and damaged Ireland's interests as a result, a former diplomat has said. Mr. Varadkar was Taoiseach for much of the time that former UK Prime Minister Theresa May was in office. And during that time, he did her very few favours, said Ray Bassett, Ireland's former ambassador to Canada, Jamaica and the Bahamas. Mr. Bassett made his remarks during a webinar organised by Yale University entitled Peacebuilding in the Wake of Brexit. In a reference to Fine Gael leader Mr. Varadkar, who came into office in 2017, he said, again, both by our rhetoric and our actions we damaged Theresa May. We pushed forward with the backstop which no British government was going to accept. I often quote Seamus Mallon, who said in negotiations you always let the other person get their trousers on. You don't push things to an extreme because the person you are dealing with is often your most important ally. And yet we were getting speeches in Dublin which were very anti-British and almost triumphant, saying Britain is now in a weakened position. And also we refused to discuss the border directly with the British government, which in my belief was a direct contravention of the Northern Ireland Agreement. Mr. Bassett went on to claim it was only when Boris Johnson came in and the prospect of a no deal suddenly appeared on the horizon that the Irish government suddenly abandoned its previous rhetoric. Explaining he had initially hoped the UK would vote the stay in the bloc in 2016, Mr. Varadkar explained his views changed when he had some discussions with his colleagues in Dublin. The former Irish Premier said, this was at the time when David Cameron had decided that he was going to Brussels to seek some reforms to the British relationship to the EU and then it was going to be put to a referendum. And having been involved in the Good Friday Agreement, and probably the heyday of British-Irish relations, I was a bit shocked to find the attitude inside government departments and politicians about Mr. Cameron's request. He added, I felt that Brexit would do damage to Ireland.